Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will react to another Cole Hastings video. It's on now. This might be a little offensive, but it's also kind of a fact. Like it in all three ways: emotional, mental, and physical. So let's watch.
I want to start off this video talking about something that I've never opened up about on the internet, and it is my struggle in my early 20s to get hard. And basically, I had erectile dysfunction. I was about 20 years old, maybe 19 years old, and the only thing I really cared about during that time was lifting weights, looking super jacked, going out to parties and hooking up with girls, and drinking several times a week. This is what my life really consisted of. I had no goals, and every so often I would get the chance
I think that happens with all of us every now and then, but
to have
I don't
sex
know.
with a girl who would want to have sex with me,
Although
and
maybe
I can recall several
I
times
probably
with
should have blocked that, but you know what? That's not a bad word unless it's the right time and place.
one girl in particular. We tried like maybe 3 or 4 times, and I just could not. Common occurrence. I remember it happening one time with another girl that I met up in Canada, and also my second girlfriend when we first started seeing each other. Like, we were trying to have sex, and I
Oh,
did not get hard. Was this just performance
um,
anxiety? Did I actually have erectile?
look at YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't like. We all don't have good timing, and we all don't expect it. Yeah, I should have kept on the captions right there. I maybe even looked in the transcript, but I'm just trying to keep this algorithm happy. But I'm not expecting it. Also, look at him right there.
Erectile
I'll
dysfunction.
just let it play.
I think there are several different mindsets that I had during this time, and the things that I was watching and consuming that led me to not be able to get hard with girls. And now this, along with many other problems for men, is causing men to be weaker than ever, less masculine than ever.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own.
Maybe I should turn that down because of copyright.
What happened to masculinity? Are men just evolving, and is this evolution really beneficial to us humans? I think we've taken good strides in society to eliminate or reduce the toxic masculine traits in society that were once considered socially acceptable, but I think men are drifting farther and farther away from the positive aspects of masculinity too. And this was definitely me during that small period in college. What we're seeing less of is the type of masculinity that leads men to get shit done, be confident and humble, hardworking and assertive with what they want. Most men I meet and talk to on a daily basis now are more lazy than ever, they're more lost than ever, and they just have no ambition or drive. Why are men less masculine? Why do men make up 79% of all suicides? Why?
Oh, darn it. Look at right there.
Are
But
men
look at
less masculine?
that right there. See that in that bold word right there? It's not the answer. So look at, if someone finds this channel and is struggling with like stepping out of the comfort zone and wants to, do that right there, just listen. That is not the answer.
Masculine. Why do men make up 79% of all suicides? Why has erectile dysfunction in young men increased dramatically in the past decade? Depression, anxiety, and obesity has skyrocketed in men. Men have taken a turn for the worse in a lot of ways. So, what are the key factors that are causing men to be like this these days? To me, there are really three reasons as to why men are physically and emotionally weak as ever. And the first reason that I believe men are weaker than ever is due to diet and exercise. And all three of these key factors that I'm going to be talking about, they all kind of tie diet and exercise. A lot of men have now completely neglected this because it's possible for us to do this now. From an evolutionary perspective, men were always the hunters. They had to go and seek out their own food. That took a ton of exercise alone, and we also didn't have a bunch of processed garbage back then, stuff that is really easy to get addicted to in food. And so most men now just completely neglect their physical health. They don't care about eating healthy. It's so easy to get addicted to junk foods, and so most men just see other men eating Sour Patch Kids garbage all the time. And it's okay to eat some of those things sometimes, but I think that the diet, the standard American diet at least, has really gone downhill the past decade, and that is affecting men's testosterone levels. It's affecting men's mental health because what you eat is what you become. And so because we don't have to obviously hunt to get our own food, and a lot of the food we eat now is not even real food, it just makes men comfortable and they can just sit and eat as much as they possibly please, and they let themselves do that. Everything is pre-made, the diet is pre-made. It's just easier to be
I hope it's not like that much though, because like my friend, some Mr. Silly Ghost, you remember him? Like I reacted to him, like he had a problem with something like that. He was at a party with some of his friends, and yeah, like we talked, like outside of here, like outside from the phone and on the phone, and he told me about that, and then I was like, oh damn, well, hey, we all learn.
complacent now. It's more of a challenge to step out of your comfort zone than it used to be, and that is also why people don't want to exercise, and also because it's socially acceptable to not exercise, and it's socially acceptable to, I don't know, just sit in your fucking house all day.
Even
It's
before the
like the
pandemic.
normal now. And the next key reason why I believe men are weaker than ever is because it's just easy, like I said, to be comfortable and complacent, and less men these days try to step outside of their comfort zone because everything is handed to us on a silver platter. That is how society is moving towards, and these efficiency related things are great, and they lead to us getting more shit done for the people who can use the efficiency related things
You know what? I'll
in
turn off the
positive
captions
ways
so you
that
can see more.
positively impact your life. But if
Even
you
though
get
you can
caught in
see.
the efficiency related things that are detrimental to your physical and mental health, then you're using efficiency and speed in the wrong way. It's just never been easier to get food, to have access to instant dopamine hits like social media, constantly fighting for your attention, Netflix, all of these things. Again, all of these things in moderation, not bad, but men are completely overstimulating themselves and over-consuming these things, and that takes over their mind and how they feel about stepping outside of their comfort zone and doing things that are challenging, because comfortability breeds comfortability.
Remember that right there. Also, shout out to Cole Hastings and a lot of other YouTubers that make YouTube shorts about men, then versus now, and all that kind of stuff. Shout out to them and Cole Hastings for inspiring me to make reaction videos out of this mainly now. I wish I started to talk about this more often, and I learned about it more, like way back then. But it's never too late to learn new things and step out of your comfort zone. Like we're good enough, but we gotta be motivated.
The most rewarding things in life are the things that take a long time to build up and to go through a whole process with them. Those are the things that really feel the most fulfilling. But because everything these days is so quick and so easily accessible, then it's the question for most.
Yeah, look at these days things are quick, so you can do things, and they're easily accessible. So I mean, it's like, and remember, this is not bad. But if you keep on overstimulating, or yeah, then of course you gotta stop for a while and then go back to doing it.
For most men, of why even do something that's going to take a long time, because I can do pretty much anything in such a short period of time. And the last reason, the one I think that is the biggest out of all of them, These two things.
Look, just pretend he said prawn. Okay? Look, just forget he said that. So, look, P-R-O-N. Prawn. Actually, know it? No. P-R-O-M. Prom. He said prom. And master helping. Prom and master helping is what he said.
Literally suck the manlyhood out of you. When I quit porn recently, about
Prom. He went to proms and there was too much um, liquid substances there, and one time he got badly it badly hurt, like harmed his mental and physical health. So yeah, that right there was a lesson he definitely learned and drove him to talk about this kind of stuff on YouTube.
I want to say it was like half a year
Oh,
ago now, maybe more than half a year ago. I can't tell you how much my confidence boosted, how much I wanted to do more work, to do the things that made me stronger that I knew were hard to do and challenging. And during this time, I also quit masturbation completely, and I have videos on semen retention.
however, that okay. Um, that sucks. He no, actually no, it doesn't really suck. He stopped master serving and master helping because like you gotta help people every once in a while, but people also have to be independent. So yeah, you gotta start helping them boost confidence and also letting them do it independently because and also don't worry about the background. Um, but yeah, people have to be independent and have to work in groups at times.
Retention and the effects that that had on me. And so I just want to make it abundantly clear to men what porn really does to your brain. Porn is
No, 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 no.
essentially telling your brain that you are getting an unlimited amount of sex. And like I said before, you see, all these things are tying together towards comfort.
By the way, that's a fixed mindset kind of thing right there.
Ability. Because men think they're getting loads of sex from the chemicals that are being released when they watch porn all the time, they're never going to put in the effort to go seek a mate. And so when the situation arises in real life for a man to meet a woman, they're usually shy or timid, or they can't even talk to them because they haven't had interactions with women on a frequent basis anymore. And why haven't they? Because they're too afraid to. They're too comfortable with where they're at. And we can talk about all the spiritual benefits of semen retention and like how holding in your seed, holding in your nutrients, and holding in your life force can do for you, like I've talked about before. But at the end of the day, if you just excessively masturbate, this is something that is releasing a lot of dopamine and serotonin every time you do it. And when you put porn and masturbation together at the same time, literally nothing is going to give you the same amount of euphoric feeling that you feel when you are doing these things. And because of that, you're going to say, why would I do anything outside of this? Why would I do something to step outside of my comfort zone, like actually interact with a woman? Do I believe that if you did these things in moderation, it would probably be okay, maybe once every couple weeks? It probably would be, but the majority of men don't just watch porn once every couple weeks or don't just jack off once every couple weeks. The majority of men are doing this shit pretty much every single day. Think about how you feel after you've finished doing these activities. Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel really...
By the way, look, last thing or one of the last things, this channel is not made for kids and it's also not made for adults. It's made for everyone. So remember, it's not like don't age restrict and do not demonetize me. Okay? Don't give me another claim. It's just a video that I'm reacting to for content.
really up and happy and you have a ton of energy after
And
you
views and
jacked off to
subscribers.
porn? No,
And
they make you
likes.
feel awful about yourself, and then the rest of the day is probably ruined because of that. Like, imagine if you just took all that energy and that time that you spent looking up the perfect video and then doing the stepping out of your comfort zone or just exercising, I know the transformative power that doing the right things with these key factors does for yourself. I've experienced it firsthand for myself these past few months, and so I want to teach more men to be a high value man. What is a high value man? It's like I said, someone who has a lot of drive and ambition, has a goal and a business that they're working towards building in life, is kind, compassionate, and is strong emotionally and physically. To all the men watching out there, I want you to do a few things for me. I want you to try quitting porn and masturbation for at least a month. I want you to try to do something that scares you every single day, that isn't harmful to your health, obviously. And then I want you to start eating more healthy foods throughout the day and see how that impacts your energy levels, see how that impacts your confidence levels, because I know how much that all of us men are really capable of. For a few years, just focus on yourself. Focus on building yourself up. Focus on developing new skills. And focus on doing the deep introspective work that has led you to be less masculine and feel more fragile than ever. Social media, the booty pics, society, the diet, it's all trying to take that away from you now. So you need to have more power than ever to get through this and to conquer this. I love that this is here. It's just perfect for the video. And don't just blame it on society. Don't say, oh, society is the reason I'm not a real man. Take accountability for what you've decided. So you need to have more power than ever.
You know, I wonder where this is right now. Like, Cole, you need to make a video on, like, or, no, you need to, like, take a picture and tell us where this is, because I would definitely want to travel here and take a picture of this for this channel. Where's the cursor? There it is.
To get through this and to conquer this. I love that this is here.
No pain, no gain.
Video. And don't just blame it on society. Don't say, oh, society is the reason I'm not a real man. Take accountability for what you've decided to succumb to. Because a real man takes accountability for his actions, and he sets out to change those things that he doesn't like about himself, that is negatively impacting himself and others around him.
You know what? All the way down now, because, like, this song is like the second song, so volume is all the way down due to copyright. Oh, look, that he didn't, like, apparently he didn't have a script, I think that said. But I'm gonna go now. That was pretty interesting. And I even, like, said that this channel is for everyone. 10 and up, teens, and adults, and sometimes for kids. But goodbye for right now, everybody.